everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elisa and thanks for tuning in. I know that there's quite a few new people around here, so I'm very excited to welcome you to this channel that is all about creating your dream wardrobe. I am all about dresses, skirts, tops, trousers, really anything that I feel like I'm lacking in my wardrobe, I'm making from scratch. So I hope there's something in there for you and thanks so much for watching. All right, now let's cut to the chase. I have tickets for the Beyoncé World Tour. There, I said it. I am so excited about this. I've been a lifelong Beyoncé fan. I think she's the GOAT. I just think that she's the greatest performer of our generation, so I couldn't be more excited to actually have tickets to this specific world tour because I love her Renaissance album. Now, if you've been on the internet at all in the last month, you might have seen one or two of her tour looks. All of them are silver. She appears like a silver goddess that just dropped down from Jupiter, and I'm here for it. Now, I need an outfit for the concert that I'm going to on Saturday night here in London in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I've seen quite a few creators already creating their own concert outfits. Now, a lot of them actually go ahead and try to recreate one of her specific looks and really just be out there like a doppelganger of hers, which I think is very cool. However, my approach to this is going to be a little bit different because I want to make something that I know I can wear after the tour is over, that maybe I can wear to a party, something that has a life after the concert. Now, when I tell you that I didn't even have to go fabric shopping for this make, then I mean it, because I had this absolutely gorgeous, extremely stretchy silver fabric in my stash. I've had this since maybe February. I bought it in Fabric Godmother, which is a great online shop that I like. It is this beautiful dark silver. It has a wavy texture to it in both ways, so it's kind of like crinkled in that direction and wavy in that direction. It is extremely stretchy, and this is what I'm going to be working with. Silver is not usually a thing for me. I haven't actually ever, I think, made a silver dress or garment at all, so this is going to be very cool. That's what we're working with today. However, I have absolutely not the slightest idea what this outfit is going to look like, and I mean it, I'm not lying to you. I do have a few ideas, so let me sketch those out. Okay, so I just did a little bit of research and there's a few things that I'm thinking about. I had a look into Beyonce's actual concert looks, and as I said, there's a lot of like glitter silver tones going on. Lots of black, lots of silver, some holographic elements, all of it really, really celestial and kind of like otherworldly, which I really love, and she looks really good in silver. Now, I could try and make something that kind of like feeds into this aesthetic, but I do feel like it's very, very stagey, as I mentioned before. There's lots of cutouts going on. She's wearing bodysuits and very short skirts and hot pants, and that's obviously not very practical for me in real life. I then went ahead and had another look at the actual album aesthetic, which obviously the concert outfits aesthetic is referencing or like very, very heavily trying to emulate. However, the album aesthetic is much more refined, a little bit more classy, very 70s, 80s, like disco. If there's anybody out there watching who knows me personally, they know that I love disco music. I was like basically raised with disco music, and it's totally my vibe, and I love the aesthetic that she's went for the album. Now, specifically, what I would like to hone in on is this outfit. Now, again, this is a bodysuit. It doesn't have any skirt or trousers, but it is a dark silver, which kind of inspires me with my fabric that I'm using. I really like this sash that like is wrapped around her waist, and I also kind of like the sleeve that's happening with this bell shape at the end and the very strong shoulder. So I'm thinking I want to do something that kind of looks a little bit like this. I also love these two images. Now, the pearls is something that kind of speaks to me, so I'm wondering if I can accessorize the look with pearly jewelry. I do have some pearls in my haberdashery stash, so maybe I can use it to embellish parts of the outfit. And then also this bag that looks like a vinyl record, which is so cool. I don't know if I have time to do this, but if I do, then I definitely want to. But that's TBC. I don't want to get you too excited, but if I had all the time in the world, this would definitely be something that I would try to recreate. Okay, now let's actually do some sketching. I think I probably won't feel very comfortable with a plunging neckline. What is something that I could do that I could wear that suits my body type a little bit more? This is also very stretchy fabric, so this is something I have to keep in mind. My first thought kind of is to go one-shouldered, which is very 70s, very retro, and kind of seems like a good idea for the fabric that I'm using. So one shoulder is my first thought. I don't know if it's going to be super taut or if it's going to be more like draped, but that's a cool idea for the top. Now for the sleeve, we could go one of two ways. First, I could just do a poofy sleeve, which if you've seen videos of mine before is a signature move of mine. Or it could be like she has here in this outfit that I really like, a long sleeve with a billowing cuff, which I like that look. That looks really nice. Okay, so that's the top. That's a very good direction already. Now, for the buttons, again, one of two ways could apply. I do have this idea of making it a bodysuit with long, very, very flowing trouser legs. Something like this would be very elegant. That would be a very, very elegant fit. Other option is a skirt, a mini skirt. Probably quite a tight one because it is stretchy fabric. I don't know if I would do a very flowing skirt, probably not. So it would be a tight mini skirt. And now the detail that I want to get in here is the sash that she has around her waist. And that's kind of cool because it repeats this asymmetrical detail of the top and it gives it a real nice flowy piece. I do like that. I do really, really like this. Question still is, do we go practical or do we go sexy? Okay, it's definitely going to be this long sleeve. That's a yes, a hard yes. But in terms of the bottoms, the trousers, or should it be the skirt? Hard life choices. All right, so I have consulted with my design assistant, who's my boyfriend, and we landed on, the jumpsuit. I'm gonna make the jumpsuit. I have a lot of this fabric. I don't think I'm gonna use it for anything else. I think the nature of it is such that it would look really good in a flared wide jumpsuit trouser. Also, jumpsuits were in the 70s, so that's when disco came about. I mean, we all know ABBA, we all know Bianca Jagger and those folks, so that's what it's gonna be. However, it's gonna come with a plot twist. It's not actually gonna be a jumpsuit. I'm gonna make silver white flare trousers, high-waisted, and I'm gonna make a one shoulder top with a long sleeve that when put together and then the sashes around my waist is going to look like a jumpsuit. In real life, after the concert, I can go to, I don't know, night out in Soho, maybe a birthday party, wear the silver fun trousers with a simple black top, or I could wear the very, very diva-esque top with a simple jean. That could work. So that's the plan. And now I need to go ahead and make the pattern. I fetched out some basic bodice blocks of mine. I do have a tutorial for this, which is actually the most popular video on my channel. Lots of comments, a lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it, as was expected, because there's so many different ways of creating bodice blocks. And I also think that not every way works for everybody, but that way works for me. I do say that in the video. But if you are interested, you can go check that one out. It's going to teach you how I made bodice blocks that look something like this, which are a good starting point for really any project that you want to make. Now, I'm gonna start with one that has a big dart in the bust and a simple back. I also fetched out a trouser pattern that I made a little while ago. Now this is for a fitted trouser. I will have to adjust this a little bit, but I'm gonna only do that in the cutting process. I'm not actually gonna adjust the paper pattern. It's a simple wide-legged trouser. I'm gonna make the waist a little bit wider. I'm actually wearing a trouser that I only recently bought because I was heading to Hamburg. Actually, I came back from Hamburg today, like literally today. I came back a couple of hours ago. I went and had a shower and started recording this because I have 5 days to go until the concert. So I'm a bit in a time crunch as per usual. This is nothing new. Anyway, I bought these trousers at H&M and it has a very interesting waist construction, which I'm thinking of trying to recreate because it looks so seamless on the outside. It has the waistband like serged together with the fabric and then simply like tucked down in the sides. So I think I might try to do this for these trousers as well, which will be so cozy. Cozy. If you get it, you get it. So will be a cozy fit. Trouser pattern is here, and now I'm gonna do the top and I'm gonna time lapse that for you. All right, top is constructed and it looks like this. So I grabbed, actually, instead of the simple bodice that I talked about earlier, grabbed my Vampire's Wife bodice, as I call it. And if you've been around here, you know what I mean by that. I've made a couple of Vampire's Wife inspired dresses and they have curved bust darts, which is something that a lot of you have asked me about actually last week when I made the sundress in my 3 projects in 3 days video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out after this. It turned out really cute. So about those curved darts, I don't have a tutorial I can recommend you about this, because I haven't made one and I haven't actually seen this be done by anybody else. I actually came up with this, or at least I feel like I came up with this last year when I tried to make my first The Vampire's Wife dress, and when I was in the fitting process I realized that I could try curve the darts to get a better accentuation of the bust area, which that's exactly what happened. So I do plan on creating a dress very soon where I will explain those curved busts in a little bit more detail, but until then you have to be a bit patient. But this is what they look like. A little bit weird, but they work. I need to do a bit of research on how to finish the edges of very stretchy fabric. I don't actually often work with stretchy fabric, so I need to do a bit of research on how I'm going to finish that neckline. I feel like it's going to be with an elastic, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, the front is done. Now I'm going to do the back and then we can go and cut our dress. So this is a closer look at what the fabric looks like. It's really cool. So like I said, there's waves horizontally and like a chevron vertically. So I think I'm going to place the chevron vertically because it's going to hopefully elongate the leggies. All the pieces are now cut. They look so fancy. I'm so excited. And I'm gonna call it a day for today because I literally came here on a plane this morning. I woke up at like 5 o'clock, so I'm tired. It's time for dinner, time for rest, and then we reconvene tomorrow morning. It's the next day and we will start constructing this jumper. I did a bit of research and it seems like the way to go about this is to use my serger for most parts. So the first thing I'm going to do is to assemble the trousers by sewing together crotch seam, inner leg seam, outer leg seam, and then try it on and see what I can do with the waistband. I don't think I have the right elastic for the waistband, so I might have to pop out at my lunch break and get that. And then we take it from there with the top. I just threaded my serger with a black color and now I'm going to assemble the trousers. I wanna be where the people are. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore the shore above, out of the sea? When will I be part of that world? Okay, but wait. How good does this fabric look? I'm obsessed. I'm gonna look like a mermaid. This is so cool. It's obviously miles too big, which was kind of like intentional, but I will definitely have to take it in by quite a bit, at least in the waist. I do love the width of the trousers. Like, this is so extra. It's also way too long, but that was also intended, so I can do that at the very end. Yeah, that's a good start. All right, so let's continue with the top. I have curved darts in the top, and this is the piece from the back, and this is my pattern piece, which I'm now going to place onto my actual cut piece once more, because I want to use this as a template to try and somehow transfer the shape of my darts onto the fabric so that I can have a symmetrical result in the end. Okay, that's good enough for me. Okay, now that the darts are in, we can sew together front and back. No, I got it the wrong way. Are you kidding me? No, this is a real problem. Because I don't have fabric left. Oh no, why did that happen? Oh. Okay, we can solve this. Wait, okay, I wanted to use this for my sash, but I need the back of my top to be fine. If I cut it like this. Is this gonna work? Okay, wait, I can work with this. I'm just gonna change the direction of the grain. place the two sides of the bodice, right sides touching as you always would. Place some pins. Now I'll sew all of the sides together and then the fitting process can start, because I already know that this is gonna be a bit roomy, but we'll see. Hello, silver goddess from Jupiter, or what did I say yesterday? Something like that. This looks pretty good already. Needs to be a little bit tighter, so I'm taking in the sides. And then what I'm gonna do here in the finishing process is I'm gonna put a couple of pleats in here, because that then has this nice pleated effect in the shoulder. The top is sewn and fitted, and now we can move on to the sleeve. It looks like this. Very simple sleeve. It has a bit of a, becomes more narrow around the elbow and then wider around the cuff. So I'm just folding this in half, like so. Then I'm gonna place a few pins, as I did with all the other pieces. And then I'm gonna serge that one seam down to prepare the sleeve to be inserted into my one shoulder armhole. Okay, so the sleeve is in, and now the top looks like this. I will add a pleat here in the shoulder, but I'm gonna do that at the very last step once I've actually done the neckline. To finish off the cuff of the sleeve, I'm simply gonna fold it over by 1 centimeter, create a tunnel, and put an elastic through. Like, what? This came together so fast. I do need to pop out now real quick to get some more elastic, and then actually we can finish this. So once I get the elastic, I can do all of the necklines and waistbands. Okay, I got a load of different elastics. I am gonna go ahead with the trousers using the wider band, which is 4 millimeters in width. So practically what I'm doing is just wrapping it around my waist where I want the trousers to sit, and I'm gonna go for a comfortable length. So I think what I'll do is I wrap this around my waist and then with a pin determine the final width of it. So I'm just marking the overlap like this, and then I match up the two needles again and actually pin them through the elastic. And now I'm gonna go ahead and close the loop on my machine. Okay, so I just sewed a sort of shape like this, a square with an X in the middle, more or less, and this should hopefully secure it quite well. And now what I'm gonna do is I'll try and find the side and midpoints somehow. So this is my center front here. I'm gonna just place a needle down or even mark it with my chalk, just so I have some sort of orientation. Now I'm grabbing the waist of my assembled trousers, if I can find it, and I'm gonna start by placing the elastic right sides touching onto my waist. So it's sitting on the outside basically. And then I'm matching up my side points. This is really interesting to me because it seems like sewing with elastic fabrics is something a lot of sewing beginners love to do, because they feel like it's much more forgiving and it looks good without much of a fitting process. For me, it's somehow the other way around. I prefer sewing with rigid fabrics because I feel like elastic fabrics are so much harder to get right. But apparently I'm an outlier in that. Okay, so once this is pinned together, you can see that we have quite a lot of ease in the trouser compared to the waistband. So when I'm putting this into my serger now, I'm gonna pull the elastic and hopefully get everything to align. Waistband is serged on, and now what should happen is that you fold it over like this, and that's that, actually. But that's really it. Can you believe it? Because I can't. I need to try this on now. This looks so good and so clean. I'm so happy. Okay, with that, the trousers are completed. I'm just gonna tuck down the waistband in the sides so it's not flipping out and over. But this is really how this works, and it looks so good. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with my neckline. Excuse me while I'm blissfully in awe of how well this worked out. This looks so crisp. This is the hack of the century. I'm gonna make many more pieces now that are stretchy because this was so easy. I understand now. I understand why beginners love stretchy fabrics. Okay, the outfit, the base of it, the top and the trousers are basically done, which is so mind-boggling to me because I started yesterday late in the afternoon and it is now midday, and mid-afternoon it is now, and it's done. That was such a quick make. I don't have enough fabric due to my back bodice mistake to make a sash, which is a big bummer. I'm actually quite upset about it because that was one of the key elements of my design. So there's two options: either I leave it or I try and see if there's some fabric left online that I could buy. Very unlikely, I need to check later. But that also means I have so much time left, and you know what that means. The vinyl bag is happening. I have this real leather patch here that was gifted to me by one of my viewers, Chantal. If you've been around here for a while, you know that she gifted me some beautiful fabric earlier this year that I made a Chanel suit set from, and I still have this letter. She gave this to me, and back then I didn't know exactly what to make with it, and I'm glad I kept it because this is the perfect opportunity to make something really cool out of it. I need to note that I have never actually made a bag before. I mean, I have, but like ages ago, and it was quite DIY-y, and this is supposed to be looking like a real beautiful bag, and it's round, which I'm not entirely sure if that makes it easier or harder. Okay, wait, I was doing a bit of research just now because I also wanted to see if Fabric Godmother still had the fabric that I was using for my outfit, because my friend now came around, the one I'm going with, and he said he wants a matching t-shirt to my outfit, which is such a good idea. And I found this lame ribbed metallic jersey, which is pretty close to what I have. I even think it's from the same production house or brand or whatever, and it looks so good. I actually like this a lot. I wish I would have seen this when I ordered this other one. It's super shiny. I think I could make a sash out of this and a t-shirt for him. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Just give me a...
Oh my gosh, you guys, how good was the concert? I cannot even begin to tell you how amazing it was. No wrong notes, no wrong step. The audio-visual entertainment was insane. The dances were insane. I don't know what else to say. I stand by my statement. She's the greatest entertainer of our generation, for real. If you can go, please go. It's amazing. Also, this happened. One of the official team of Beyonce's record entertainment publishing management label Parkwood asked me to be in their best dress reel. I cannot believe this happened. I'm on Beyonce's Instagram account, like for real. I am so stoked about this. I couldn't sleep all night thinking about whether or not they would include me in the final version of the reel, and they did. They posted it this morning, and I'm so excited. I'm so glad I made this outfit. I'm so glad I made this bag, because she specifically asked for this bag to be in the shot. So not only did I make like, you know, my outfit, I also made my friend's Demi's outfit, and I don't know, we just slayed, I guess. So I'm very excited about this. I'm very happy with how everything turned out. That's all I have to say, really. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it from me. Over and out. See you next week.